Hi guys, my name is Richard Goodman Wilcox. Welcome to my photography course. In particular, we're going to be covering the marketing aspects of photography. I'm a professional photographer and I've been in the industry for several years. I particularly focus on product photography, but I also do lifestyle imagery of people and landscape and travel work. Most of my work is known for its very fun and creative pop graphic style. My clients are always business clients, and all of my imagery is essentially about creating marketing assets to help promote new products, a brand. All of it is to tell the story of the company that I'm working with. What we're going to cover in this marketing course is giving you the skills to be able to deliver what it is that I'm able to deliver for my clients or for your own business. This course is for beginners. It's for an introduction, really, into how to become a marketing photographer or just to understand the marketing aspects of photography working in your own business. So, what are we going to cover? In the first module, I'm going to give you a background about how photography relates to marketing. In the second module, I'll teach you how to plan a shoot. I'll show you how to create a photographic brief, and I'll give you some understanding about what it is that we actually need to do in terms of pre-production before we ever go into production. It's really important to get everything right and planned at the beginning so that when we're actually in the shoot, we have everything we need and the work that we deliver is valuable to the client. Once we've covered those things, we're going to look at the basics of photography. I'm going to actually teach you how to use the camera. I'm going to talk about the different camera settings and some of the basics that you really need to understand to grasp to be able to work with a camera successfully. Then we'll move on to one of the most important aspects of photography, and that's lighting. I'll talk about the different qualities of light, I'll show you how to manipulate light, and we'll cover a little bit about lighting equipment. Then we'll look at equipment itself, more detail about the camera, about lenses, about different accessories that you're going to need, studio equipment, a little bit more detail on lighting and where you can find those. Then we'll have a look at composition and framing. Now, composition is essentially where we arrange things within our image. And framing is about the actual frame around the image and how we make decisions about those and the impacts on the story that we're going to tell. Once we've covered those, we'll start to look at styling and propping. Now, once we have an understanding of how to create an image, what we need to do is to actually create the scene of the image. I'll give you a little bit of understanding about color theory, where we can source different props, creating a story with those props, and a bit about backgrounds. Once we've completed that section, we'll look more specifically at the area of product photography, actually how to shoot products and some of the technical difficulties that are unique to product photography. Then we'll delve into portrait photography. So the different types of portrait photography, how to actually deal with people, and trying to get a story and emotion out of our model or talent. Then once we get to the point where we know how to use our camera, we know how to use our equipment, different aspects of photography, how to compose an image. We'll then look at editing. So that's basic light corrections, working with the color, and how we create a story with those. And then a little bit on retouching. So retouching is how we sort of clean up an image, how we remove aspects that we don't want and add in aspects that we do. Then at the end of that, we'll have some finished imagery. And the final thing to do will be to export that imagery. So I'll talk to you about the different types of files that we can export to and the different file case uses and best practices to make sure that we get the best quality out of our imagery. And then we'll have a look at a little bit of a DIY project. So how we can do some simple at-home photography with very, very basic and minimal equipment. It's a great way to get going with some of the skills that we've actually taught. And then the final and most important aspect of all of this is creating a visual story for your brand. So that's really about how all of the photographic aspects that we've learned, how we can relate those and use those skills in creating brand photography. So that's imagery with a marketing purpose and value. With this course, what I would recommend is work through it slowly. Try and take on board what I teach you and practice it as we go. It's best not to just watch all of the 13 modules back to back. Better to watch one, really get an understanding of it, try and implement it, and move forwards from there. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the first module.